So, Living with No Regrets is a book about a young lady who so excited about her life. She had a life in front of her. She was getting ready to get married, and when she got to the church, her fiance was not there. And instead of her fiance being there, his best friend was there with a note telling her he couldn't marry her because he had fallen in love with her first cousin and he was going to marry her. It was hard for her because her family forgave them because family is still family, but she never did. So it's about forgiveness, and it's about coming home, and it's about how to relate to people once they've hurt you. And so she had to learn how to live without regretting the things that had happened to her in her past. So it's a little funny in a way. So I was actually in New Orleans the 2 days before Katrina hit. It always impressed me how the people reacted. So most of the time, people who are used to storms, they don't really react strongly. Like in Houston, we never really did either until we got hit with a major one. And then all of a sudden, people were on the freeways trying to get away, especially after Katrina and Ike and all those things. So when Katrina came, I was at one of those the beignet shops, getting coffee and beignets, and I could hear the people around me saying, "Oh, it's going to pass us by. It's not anything. It's nothing." So that impacted me, knowing how people respond. And then I thought, well, what if I based the story around what happened in New Orleans? And it's so funny though, when I first started writing the book, it was supposed to be in Atlanta and Macon, Georgia. The characters took on such a life till sometimes I would have to stop on the side of the road and write things down that they were saying to me. Because it sometimes takes a while to write a book, I don't want to ever forget what that character is like. So I would always review their personality, because I had, whether they were firstborn, middleborn, all of those things make a person. And so when I was writing the book, I created their own bio so that as I continue to write, I could look back to say, oh, she would never do that, because that's not a personality. I was growing up, my mother always took us to the library. I mean, we used to hang out at the library, and I love to read. So we would come away with these piles of books and, taking good care of them, to read them all and bring them back when it was time for us to come back. So love the library. I'm honored. This is a wonderful experience. I just am so happy. And I've been telling all my friends, so everyone knows me right now. I love writing, love reading, and I'm just excited about this opportunity. Thank you.